Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 4, Episode 10, Zero's Announcement. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPGs being run with our custom Scar system, for stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is in open playtest on our Discord as well as over on itch.io, so go take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, we'll get started with introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day, everyone. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumareus. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be following our players today, starting with Rex Strider.
Hello, I am Rex Strider. I'll be playing Chomper, a fire-water type Fuecoco who just recently had their headphones broken and may be feeling a bit off, to say the least. I'll pass it off over to Raharu.
Hello everybody, I'm Raharu and I'll be playing Paz, the solo water type Sobel, who has recently encountered an encounter that has left him shook. On to you, Rob.
Hello, I am Archway Rob. I shall be playing Scruff, the ground ice type Swiner, who is currently just vibing. On to the Zim.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon steel type Lucario. Off to Vane.
Hello, I'm Taldiris, and I'll be playing Vane, the dark flying type Murkrow.
Alright, and for the recap, go for it, Tal.
Alright. We started off last session by, getting together, finishing up our little, efforts to prepare for the, it is openly considered a tournament. So, yeah, tournament. That was supposed to be going on, and, we ended up finding out that there was a, concert going on. It was very impromptu and was not exactly anything listed out on the pamphlet / map that we had of the festival and its events. But we did see two people there. One of which was a I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It was the Toxtricity. Yeah, I was just about to say the electric frog.
Yeah, electric poison frog.
Yeah. Who was named Silva, and the other was Rallis. Though Rallis was looking at acting a bit strange, we found out afterwards that apparently he handed over control to Noah for a bit. Because Noah wanted to have fun at the festival, and so he wanted to give him the shot. Afterwards, we went ahead and looked around for Squirrel and found him at the training grounds / sparring grounds, whatever name you want to give to it. And he was observing the various people actually taking part in the spars, either to learn things himself or to pick them up in case they're one of the people that we end up having to go against. Afterwards, we sort of split off into our own groups again because it wasn't quite time for us to take part in the tournament quite yet. So some of us went off to the trying to think of the name for it. Some of us went off to a food place, effectively like a little mini restaurant, and ended up having a bit of an encounter with well, we're not quite sure if it's actually the someone in our own weight bracket, as it were, but It was definitely with some people who were up to no good, which was a primate, a magna. Was it a magneton or a magnemite?
I think it was
Magneton.
Oh, it was
Magneton. All right, magneton and a cadabra,
Yes.
who then proceeded to break Chomper's headphones. Or at least damage them.
Yeah, they first told them, and then at some point, a cracking noise was heard. So, yeah.
We don't know if they work still or not, but you know. And then Paz and Kaza were off, trying their mostly just hanging out, I think, trying different like stands and all that.
Yeah, Kaza took Paz to a specific.
You are way too far from your mic, Raharu.
Kaza took Paz to a specific booth to get some food since Paz hadn't eaten earlier. Specifically.
And then there was someone messing with them, who apparently is a Zora. So, obviously I had to support that on moral grounds. And that's pretty much where we ended off.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything to add?
Well, just to
Or shall we
clarify,
simply-
Squirrel was specifically studying with Tatsu to try and learn trying to learn what he can from watching the spar. And yes, we do have fan art. Just one this week from Ducks.
Yay. I shall put it on the screen as well. I noticed you gave Kaza a bit of abs there. I just noticed by making it bigger.
Did the server just
mean,
crash?
Kaza did train,
That is
Or was that
true.
just me?
He did.
significantly train.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Kaza has got abs underneath the fully dress. Oh, yep, service thing.
Little derpy blab. Good job, Ducks.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
I guess another thing I could add to the recap is that when the party were interacting with Detoxtricity and Rallis, Chomper ended up having a conversation with Silva because Detoxtricity has similar abilities to Chomper.
I'm back.
Ah, yes, true.
Apparently, my internet is being a little funny again today.
Oh, right from the rip.
That's one to-
Now
All
welcome
right, what's
back.
the last thing you heard from me? I remember hearing that Squirrel was also observing the fights, and I didn't hear anything else from anyone else.
He was specifically trying to learn from the fights.
Yes.
And we did not hear anything from you after I said that.
Right. I'd said that, yes, Tatu was observing and considering that he would either have to learn how to potentially fly faster or make a throwing-based move.
And Raharu mentioned about the scene with Chomper and Silva,
Hilda.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the name.
who was, yeah.
A gleaming endowment.
Well,
Mr. Dragon 114 tipped $25.
Oh, that's
Mr.
cool.
Dragon, thank you so much for that $25. Thank you for the support. It really means a lot. That
That's
is
the
the
first
first 2 tiers completed, yes.
Nice.
they will be getting their comeuppance this time then.
Oh. Is that what the goal's about? Oh, snap.
Amongst a few other things, but this one is could mean a lot of things. After all, you're also searching for someone, aren't you? God damn it.
I mean, if you it's only Pass is searching for someone right now. Pass and Kaza.
Well, and Kaza.
All right. Gosh dang the dog behavior.
Well, shall we get into it?
Yes, but allow me to express one of the confusing aspects that I'm still going over. The dogs have crates that usually have the doors open. They will go into their crates, not leave their crates, and then start barking at each other and shaking the crate around. But the moment they leave the crate, they're fine with each other.
Interesting.
It's
that
like
video of the two
it's
dogs
like the
on either
crate
side
is
of
an
the-
excuse of, oh, hold me back. But the door is open, you little idiots.
What was that, Rob?
It's like that video of the two dogs on either side of the gate. Open the gate, they're fine, happy tail wags. Close the gate, bark, 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 bark.
It's about right.
Well, yeah, shall we then?
Yes, let's begin. And we'll be starting with the Chomper, Scruff, and Zevran group, as they are going to be taken to the temporary guild hall that had been set up. And the rest of the team, through their badges, are going to be messaged. This will be a bit of a one-way interaction, though, as it will simply state that well, I suppose only members of Team Storm. No, hold on. You are registered as a group as of this moment, so it would go to a lot of you.
We're registered as a group under Team Iteration because coin flip.
Right. All right. Members of Team Iteration, Zevran, Chomper, and Scruff have been brought into the guild hall for questioning.
Oh no.
Why in the world would they phrase it like that?
Because it's true.
Because it's true. This is the bare bones of it.
So Kaza is going to be a little alarmed and suspect that they should probably go to like pick them up. Hopefully.
Cass is going to look at Kaza and frown for a moment. Then he's going to sigh and nod. Okay.
Chomper's still pretty out of it. You can tell they're like fiddling with their headphones still, trying to see if they work with. Not too sure. I guess I should ask Digi, do the headphones work so far? Any signs of them working? Oh no.
Disaster.
Dang it.
Probably should preface any interactions with, "Hey, Digi," just to make sure he's there. Make sure internet's working.
Unfortunately, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, there's a... If this keeps up, we may just have to call it.
Yeah.
It's still early.
No, anyway, whether the headphones are working or not, Chomper is very much focused on his headphones at the moment, a little bit, not really on the situation. He seems very disassociated and out of it.
Excuse me, I had to go attend some tech problems with my father. The tech problem was he hadn't turned on his desktop. So yeah, no, your screen won't show anything, father.
That.
Anyway.
What did you hear last?
The last thing I'd heard was, yes, Kaza was asking Paz if they should go to the guild hall to hopefully pick them up and maybe answer some questions if they can. Because
Raharu, go ahead
Romper,
again.
rough of all people getting detained, is very peculiar.
So you didn't hear Raharu?
Yeah, so
I
you
did
didn't hear
not.
my response? Okay.
Okay.
Paz is going to look at Kaza and frown for a moment and give a bit of a sigh. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. He's looking kind of not dejected, but like he's a bit anxious about something, but this is important, so he's just gonna go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Chompers basically seems very out of it, dissociated, and checking on their headphones a lot. And I asked you if they are working or not, did you?
Yes, but putting them on feels risky because like every time you even so much as turn your head, they like wobble a little. The casing is cracked, but not the internals.
Yeah, Chomper's being really as careful as they can, trying to like put them on or just check on them because he's had headphones like this in the past, and they've any kind of damage like this is kind of bad. So he's being careful about it, but he's very worried about them right now.
Actually, roll me an investigation check to see how much you can.
Oh boy. Okay, investigation check. That's
At -1 difficulty. This is your property. You're very familiar with its usual functions.
Yeah, I don't know if I could use appraisal or craft. Well, appraisal does not work like that. Never mind. I do not have any investigation with Chopper at all. So, let's see.
I suppose
My-
appraisal could be, since you're trying to evaluate its state.
Okay, got it. That'll give me mind empathy appraisal. Or maybe innovate is better. Yeah, innovative. Up to you. Let's see.
I think
Innovative.
I can't imagine how empathy would work, so so I'll have to
Yeah.
default to
It's a
innovative.
machine. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I will roll this dice as soon as I pop in here. Should be 6 dice. -1, right? -1 difficulty, so it's still 6 dice. 1, 2. All right, so 7 on the roll. Go ahead and roll for me if I'm still like acquiring file list. Should be taking like another minute, but you can go ahead and roll if you want to just go ahead and speed things along. Just 7. 7 dice. I'm almost
All
there.
right. Yep.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, and if y'all want to see a better screen of like the dice rolling at all times, go over to Zim's because he has a really good setup where he has the dice on the screen at all times. So, hey, you can see how the engine is kind of how it's played using fantasy grounds and everything. Oh, it's up. Did you roll already?
No.
Oh, okay. Now you want to do it. There you go. Oh, a 10. And a bunch of 1s, too. Gotta love those 1s. Yeah. Okay, that's... Oof.
Everybody loves them.
That's a 1, I believe. So critical fail. Guess not.
It's a tie. No. It's just a 1. It's still a success. Not that the DC was very high for this, but I see what you're doing today, Dice. I see you. So, you're fiddling around with them, and there's one thing you can notice. The next play button doesn't work so great, actually.
Oh. So you can't press next play at all. That's not good. Yeah, Chomper's gonna be just concerned about his headphones throughout, because yeah, just hoping that's all the damage is. And yeah, he's just kind of like in his own world there, but he's gonna be kind of still sticking around with the group and whatever they're having to deal with. But he might not be very quick to respond at all if somebody's trying to talk to him.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that much is known, and I assume that you try and answer all questions as truthfully as possible, or are you maybe a little frantic considering everything because you are being questioned separately?
Depends on the question. For Chomper, he's gonna be very out of it, but his past history of being a thief will kick in, and he'll be pretty guarded about giving too much information that would incriminate himself. If at any point, so it's gonna be kind of like those careful answers.
Yes. The ones where you take your time to consider them.
Also, maybe not too helpful.
Sure enough, sure enough. They will be noting it down, but they do also ask for your badge.
Why do you need our badge?
Well, there was a momentary scuffle, isn't it? We want to we want to assess if it's been damaged or potentially compromised in some fashion.
Be careful with it. Chomper is very hesitant to give anything away right now after having their a valuable item damaged like that. It takes them a moment to realize and catch on, like, oh, okay, they're trying to help, I guess, but their brains on like their headset still.
Understandable. Fair enough. Scruff will also be getting the same questioning over in the room that he'd been taken to.
Alright. Well, Scruff usually leans towards his ground typing. He is very ice type cold fury at the moment.
Understandable.
Keeping his answers short clips, though he will elaborate that Chomper is very much the victim in this part and was too stunned to really do much.
All right.
So he will clearly go that beam didn't do anything except get robbed and have his stuff broken. Yes, Scruff will keep his answers fairly short and to the point, but not apologising for his part in beating them up. Sorry, not using that terminology.
Yes.
Apprehending the villains. Sure, let's go with that.
Scruff is being a little different today.
Scruff has had Scruff's friend has been attacked and had their precious thing broken. Scruff is pissed.
Fair.
It's true. You had you had a lovely time suffering eating spicy foods, and then someone screwed it up.
It was going so well. He was just having a nice day out, and then someone had to go and ruin it. Picking on kids like that, who does that?
Truly uncalled for.
I think that might be what has Scruff more annoyed, is that they who picks on young'uns? Don't do that.
Clarify, Chomper's 23 in human years.
Clarify, Scruff is 4 digits in human years.
4 digits? What?
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
old.
Huh.
Scruff is old.
Scruff is very old.
Yeah, no, you.
There's a
What you
reason his
don't, what you
memory
don't
is
remember is that you
terrible.
have a cryptid as a party member.
Hello.
Hey, look, just because he has dementia doesn't mean he's a cryptid.
Did not
doesn't
even know
have
that in and out
dementia.
of game.
We did actually learn that with Sigmund, where the Sigmund was looking into why is Scruff's memory awful. Oh, it's not awful. He just has a limited amount of space in his head, and a couple of millennia is a little bit too much to keep track of everything. So he gleans the best bits. I can elaborate out of session, Lex, if you're interested. But yeah, Scruff has had a friend of his that he unfortunately his definition of young'un is skewed a little bit, but yeah, he's had a young friend of his have their stuff stolen, broken, and he's angry. So he's very clear on the facts. He's very clear on Chomper didn't do anything, and he's wholly unapologetic for his part in it.
Fair enough. After all, there's nothing to apologize for.
Nope, this is all justified. It was their comeuppance. They had it coming.
Needless to say, Severin is also questioned. His is not going particularly well. As you might imagine, he is also being very curt with his answers.
So he's being curt while also being the one to effectively escalate it into a fight.
Yep.
I will also add again, Scruff skipped over exactly who started the fight.
More than fair. And I imagine in due time others would arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squirrel as well.
So, Squirrel was notified specifically what?
Through his badge that Scruff, Chomper, and Zevran had been taken in for questioning.
Yeah, yeah, he'll probably go over to find out what's going on.
Fair enough. All right, and I assume it's basically no question if Vane goes.
Well, yeah. I did already say that he was going to go, but yeah.
Right. Then the group arrives, reconvening at the guild hall, as well. The questioning for the trio is done, but their badge is returned, and they're in a waiting. They've been placed inside of a waiting room. The other team is free to approach and talk to them, but until further notice, they're not allowed to leave the waiting room until a final decision has been made.
Pat is gonna chime in. So what exactly occurred?
Scruff and pipe up. Lotters stole Chomper's headset thingy and broke it and refused to give it back. So we
Rob,
got
you're
it back.
You're super quiet.
You're very quiet.
God damn it. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. So Scruff will pipe up and just go, Lotters stole Chomper's headset, broke it, refused to give it back, so we got it back. Very unhelped.
Everyone's going to look over. Oh yeah, 2 members of the other team also got taken in for questioning.
Oh, and did I mention they were what's the word? Second evolution? They were big uns taking on Litlands.
Okay, so a bunch of evolved Pokemon. Also, I noticed you specifically said 2 of the other team, not the other team.
Oh yeah, they weren't all there. Oh wait, no. Technically,
One of them
2
went
from
all
the team that was
frenzy.
friendly with us, and 2 from the team that was aggressive. There was a third one, but they ran away to like pretend that they were the victims.
They got spooked.
If I remember
So
correctly.
another team got involved?
It was the one you're friends with a giant Arcanine.
The most forcibly blank expression.
Zevran doesn't know.
Chomper nods slowly.
Very,
They're
very helpful.
Their expression kind of like still neutral. They're a little bit calmer since their headset's actually at least working, though damaged, but enough to like talk and be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, you'd probably feel more comfortable with basically both hands perpetually over each earmuff.
So just to clarify, like we basically all show up at about the same time, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. In that case, it's gonna sigh a little bit and go, Kaza, would you mind using a recycle on his headphones?
He'll look at it. He'll look at Chomper. He'll look at Vane, and he'll look at the headphones again. He is going to sigh. He is going to reach forward, press his thumb against the headphones, and Chomper, you feel them fall a little on each side.
Like fall, as in
Your headphones are in two now.
Chomper literally makes this sound. What? And they're just out there, just like breastfully rasping, going no, 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 mouthing it as they cannot make words for a moment. They are kind of like, if they were already small before, they are down on the ground, just on their rump, just kind of with their headphones like on their lap.
Oops.
Scruff Shadowclaw is immediately pet patting and doing like soothing rubs. I'll remember your
Zevran's
breathing
going to look
exercises.
surprised.
As just blinks.
I can't say I've ever seen that happen with recycle before.
Nope. Definitely a mistake. Maybe it's just a little too complicated.
You know what, whatever. The guild has plenty of technological things and whole computers. We can fix it.
Paz is going to rub his chin. Hmm.
So Kaze is going to kneel down beside Chomper and whisper, "Just hang in there."
Chomper's very quietly, as very airy, just simply saying to just Kaza as quietly as they can, I don't think I can do this more. I don't know if I can keep doing this. Chomper looks up at Kaza for a moment with like just kind of pain in his eyes for multiple things.
He's going to sigh and pat Chomper. Well, the top of his head is very occupied, but pat him on the shoulder before withdrawing.
Paz is going to approach Chomper. Hey, Chomper.
Yeah?
Can you hear me right now?
Chomper nods slowly.
Paz is going to rub his chin as if he's thinking of what should I call it. As he's thinking of what exactly to say. Hmm. Would you lending me those? I think I might know a way to fix them.
Chomper looks over at them for a moment and looks back at the headphones. They're kind of like in shell shock at the moment. You can see they're kind of still gripping them kind of close.
Paz is just staring at Chomper to just awaiting his response. His expression is neutral, though he looks a bit sad.
I've done this 1,000,001 times.
Frosthusky 1235 has brought forth Greaves and his Greaves repair shop.
Oh boy.
Angel, you there?
Yes, pardon, what?
Someone played Greaves card for Greaves repair shop.
Oh.
Krosowski says he felt sorry for Chomper.
I understand. Well then.
Yeah, and Paz when Paz went up to Chomper and asking if he could lend his headphones because Paz is saying that he may know a way to fix them, and he's just waiting for Chomper's response.
Rex, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Sent you some DMs, Rex.
Chomper is still shaking a bit, but nods their head and God hands them, like, kind of offers them to Paz since they're offering to try to fix them.
As Paz nods, gives Chomper a bit of a smile, and he's gonna put the headphones inside of his wonder bag.
Alrighty then. Though, one of the interrogation rooms is going to crack open ever so slightly with a ding ding. As if it was one of those little desk bells.
Oh, just like cracks open or like
Yes.
Looks
Even
over to
though
see who it is.
with that room should be empty right now.
they don't just use a thread to pull open the door. It's a drag move, so it should be able to pull
Yep.
the door to the side.
Correct.
Sliding doors.
Hello, hello. No need to be shy.
Can I put the door back?
Well, I won't go away, but yes, you can, I suppose. I won't go. You little.
Are you in
The
one of
door
the
up.
interrogation rooms? Don't you normally appear in...
Tal, you're a robot.
Yeah, you're roboting.
Uh, my internet has decided to be funny, it seems.
Mm.
Anyway. Veda's just gonna go. When you aren't busy being in dungeons, aren't you supposed to be, in other rather more normal stalls and places? I don't think
Usually,
they lent you a interrogation room for this.
no, but I'm special, you see. Anytime I'm needed, and anytime there's an acceptable entrance, usually a doorway, I can be there. Oh, and one other thing. Uh, I'm not sure why, but I received I received the most minor of commissions from my technical competition.
Okay.
So I am now offering a a mail service, I suppose you'd call it.
So basically, the dungeon merchants asked you to deliver something.
Well, sort of. They wanted me to ask you if you wanted to exchange letters with your counterpart or whatever it was called.
So the parallel timeline.
That's the one. In fact, this will extend to all of you, including you, Squirrel. Yours is very different. Now, I'm not sure if they'll take me seriously, but I have no reason to believe that they won't at least accept a letter and maybe write one in return if they think it's worth their while.
Write a letter to who?
Yourself.
Yourself! Your other self!
In the place where that other me came from. The parallel timeline.
I didn't
Imagine,
even realize I had one over there.
Everyone has one. You're just not part of that little team. You're off somewhere else. Imagine making things in a whole other region. New materials, new inspirations, different group around you. Well, I mean, you and your little water boy is together again. That just seems to like you two seem to be like drawn together for some reason. Can't quite put my finger on it. I wonder.
As he gives a wink and a nudge to the audience. Vins is gonna go. So does this cost us anything, or are you getting paid by the dungeon merchants for this?
I'm getting money from them for it.
You know what? Sure, I'll go ahead and send something over to the other me. I might as well check in and see if they figured out anything and let them know what we figured out over here.
Very well then. But on to my first priority. Hello there. Most smallest of guys. Well, no, not smallest. I guess you're about mid-size for this group. But you, crying one! Whatever your name was.
Chomper barely looks up for a moment. They're still kind of just staring at the bag. But you can see they acknowledge.
Lost something. I can help you with that.
Can?
I can do anything.
Chomper nods in response.
In fact, I've probably got a loaner pair that you can have in the meantime. Now, Squirrel, or Zim, will the Greaves repair shop charge, or will they just fix the item?
He normally does charge, but that is also up to you on whether he was paid by somebody else to do it or not. It's mostly he shows up to, he normally shows up to offer his services, basically.
Ah, understandable.
For the right price, of course.
Yep. Which is why Vane wanted to ask if it was already paid for by someone else.
Well, the mail is paid for.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
But that's a service he's involved in.
Yeah, you can't willpower again after willpowering something, right?
Not unless you have a feat for it.
Fair. Okay, that was a roll for pass trying to sneak away. I don't think I just hit it. That is 5.
Not from Greaves, no.
Pass is closing. Pass is closing his eyes as he was caught trying to sneak away. He gives a bit of a sigh.
Going somewhere? Or would you just prefer Chomper to have a loner pair? With my playlist, it's got Owl City. It's got... Yeah, it might have something from Aaron Carter, maybe.
Pass is just going to look at Graves and then look down at his wonder bag. And then look up at Graves again.
Come in. I don't want to keep talking to everyone through a door, you know. Besides, I've been here all along.
Are you trying to make existing sound ominous?
Oh, I didn't mean. That's just your interpretation of events.
Whatever. Chomper, you want your thing fixed, right?
Chomper nods. Yeah.
Well, in that case, he's offering, and we have Pokey, which he accepts, so...
I do. But this time I have a different favor to ask for.
Different
A
favor.
favor.
Yes, it's something minor. I want you to do something. That's all.
That depends entirely on what you want done.
Of course. You see, it looks like some troublemakers have snuck in. I don't suppose you could find a way to locate them, maybe.
Troublemakers.
Just one will do. Yes, they seem like how do I say it? They are very religiously inclined. I think they might be up to something. Just a little warning for you. Heed my warning, and I'll fix the headphones.
You make it sound like you just want us to find them. not to do anything in particular. Do you want us to do anything in particular?
No. Just find one, and I'll think, wow, you're very good at hide and seek. Okay, here you go.
Just a member of a church that has snuck in here.
Oh, okay, if I had to be specific, they're dark type.
Is there a Yvetal cultist hiding around here?
Oh, twist my arm, why don't you?
There are multiple dark type deities. Only one of them actively concerns me by being around.
That's that's an insight check, by the way, on Greaves.
Oh
When
my,
he-
that's a 9.
When he's talking
very
about what
nice
he's
roll.
mentioning.
The thing is, Greaves
You
doesn't
know-
lie because he doesn't need to lie.
You can't just bring
That's
it up.
correct, but there is also hiding by simply not saying some things.
True, he does like trouble brewing here with things that are not just like causing interpersonal problems, so he might be
Has.
wanting us to get involved just to watch us have to deal with a side plot during this.
Yeah, because if you find something, will you actually just let it go even if he tells you not to? A Yvetal cultist after you've already been to Daybreak? Now, Paz, you know that Greaves is a very special individual. In fact, it wouldn't have been surprising at all to see him in that world you'd briefly popped over to. He seems to be able to go anywhere and any when he pleases. But does that mean that he can't have someone in his shop when he moves around?
Paz is going to rub his chin as he's staring at Greaves. And Paz is just going to ask Greaves a question. Hey Greaves, do you have a motto perhaps?
A motive? I have many motives. Usually profit, secondly entertainment, unless I swap my priorities around.
What exactly entertained you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I suppose that depends on the time of day. I'm a very fickle individual, but usually a tale of heroics and heroes heroes fighting against the odds. But the heroes don't always have to be very heroic. As he's going to look over to Vane.
I mean, Vader's just gonna give him the like a very neutral stare back. Well, we are kind of technically in public, so it isn't like Vince gonna even respond to
Yeah,
that at all.
he wants you to hurry up and enter his shop and close the door behind him. You're all talking through the door.
Yep.
Is that door the only way to get out, by the way?
No.
Okay.
You're in the waiting room, and this is one and this is one of the interrogation rooms.
Okay.
Squirrel's just gonna go
Vader's
in.
just gonna look. Oh god.
Squirrel's just going in.
All right.
Fair enough.
Vin is just gonna look at him and he's just gonna go, "You're not gonna accept my letter unless I actually walk inside, are you?"
I will not. I want it hand delivered. It's one of the. It's one of my. It's one of my. It's one of the requests that I can impose upon you.
Okay. Paz is going to ask one more question to Graves. How long are you going to stay there, if you don't mind me asking?
Until my encounter is done, and should you fulfill my request, I'll find some way to be nearby. Just listen for the bell.
Paz is going to nod. Okay, then I will not. I will not be getting inside your shop then.
How rude! But why?
I have my reasons, and I'm going to be going now.
You sneaky little tyke.
Shouldn't you be handing over the headphones for him to fix?
Paz is going to look back at Squirrel. I'm looking. I had another person in mind to ask about that.
Oh? There's no one quite as skilled as me. I'm one of a kind, you know.
I'm aware.
Chomper, would you prefer Greaves here to do it, or mysterious person Paz wants to do it?
Chomper looks taken aback, not really expecting this much of a struggle with his headset that already has been broken. He's just trying to even comprehend that, oh, he has a broken headset now. What is he going to do to kind of keep himself busy? And also lots of other things, but that kind of snaps him out a bit. Paz, who are you getting to fix it?
Paz is going to look back at Scruff and say, "Well, there's two people I have in mind. I was first thinking of that electricity fellow. He seems to be very into music just like you. He might know a thing or two about how to fix those. And the other one is somebody you haven't met that I think I saw earlier. And I do believe that they might be able to help in that regard as well."
Chomper
I was
nods.
I was actually just about to go looking for them before this announcement happened.
Chomper nods and responds, I thank you for the I want to try anything we can, and it seems like Greaves will help. Chomper takes a moment, looks at. Wait, didn't Squirrel run into the door? I'm surprised Squirrel's
Well, yeah,
still
but
here.
we'll talk through it. We've been talking through it the whole time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if Squirrel was here. Like, how did he even talk to us for a second there?
I mean, it's not like he went into another dimension. He just opened Greaves' door.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
might as
Well, he
well.
went
with
through
Greaves,
the
you
already
know.
open door.
I don't. Usually, Greaves comes from other dimensions and stuff sometimes, right?
Well, yeah, it's just, it's leading through an open door that exists in real space to go somewhere else that is visible from real space.
Anywho, in that case, well, if Chomper, if Squirrel's still in the scene, Chomper looks over at Squirrel and everybody as well. If Greaves wants to help, he knows a lot about stuff. Does everyone here trust Greaves?
I do not trust Greaves.
I do.
What could I ever have done?
He smells
Here, look, I'll even give you a loaner pair. Out of my goodwill. It's a pair of iPods. It's a
smells
pair of
funny.
earbuds
I don't
connected
know
to an
yet.
iPod. Here, look.
That Chomper cannot use because he doesn't have ears.
I'll provide complimentary tape.
Trumper looks at the iPods and in disgust, an Apple product? Ugh, and just blows them up with a fire slash. No, actually, he looks at the earphones like, I thank you. Thank you. In Jumper's head, he does not really think these will ever replace the headphones, and he wants to get them back as soon as he can, but he does accept them.
It is just a loaner at the moment.
If you're capable
Now-
of fixing them, why are you providing a loaner?
Well, it takes a little time. Also, they're not being given to me. I can't fix it if I don't have it. I can't.
Chomper looks over at Paz. I think we should give it a try. It's not like you can break them any more than they are. And then we can try your way if it doesn't work.
Has going to give a bit of a sigh as he takes them out, and he's going to go and give them and give them to Wayne to give them to give them to Greaves. I am not approaching that man. Sorry.
Why? What could I have ever done to you specifically?
Paz is just going to leave and not say another word.
Tough crowd. So, while I'm here, did any of you want anything else? I'm very available for most things.
Ruff is just gonna squint at him and then exhale very abruptly as if trying to clear a smell from his nose and turn away.
Oh. Tough crowd today.
He's
Who
going
died?
back into the corner of the waiting room.
Well, at the very least, you must be happy to see me, as he's turning towards Squirrel. Congratulations on your golem.
Thank you.
Got any Damascus left? I think they'd look quite stunning with a sword.
I kind of built his weapons into him, sort of.
Oh yes. Right, he is the weapon. Of course. Very standard golem behavior. My mistake.
Oh right, I evolved.
Yep.
Oh, I was looking between Tatsu and Squirrel sheets and was like, wait, why does Tatsu have less dots than Squirrel does? He's supposed to have the same amount or in attributes, and it's like, oh right, I evolved and didn't actually put any on Tatsu yet.
Wait, you can get full?
What?
Oh, no, I was just thinking about because I thought that they were limited to 75.
That's for XP. Attributes and merits are 100 at max upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Though merits are still, you can't go above 3 dots in any expertise, but...
Yeah.
Anyways, that was just an ADHD moment, aside. I was just confused for a moment why I had 2 more dots than Tatsu.
Of course.
Let me just fix that real fast. There. Problem solved. But let's see, what do I... Well, I mean, I was gonna buy it outside anyways, but I was wanting some of the, I guess not scar accessories, the, lick accessories.
Yeah, you could call them like gear or something. I don't know. So it's effectively the held items from the PMD series. So
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I was, kind of wanting some gear for Tatsu and I.
Oh ho ho! Got anything to trade? I do exchanges.
Well...
And then he's going to almost lean over the counter to whisper, I can also start a running tab. I can also... Just for my special customers.
Well, that is, very, enticing, for sure.
Question. The main party has seen Greaves before, right?
Yeah.
I remember the other.
Yes, they have.
other
we've seen him a
party.
couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
We saw him in
He showed-
a dungeon, and we also
Yeah, the
saw
dungeon.
him at the Hamoa Founding Festival. And then there was one other time that the party saw him. I forget if it was in Lulite or Domovoy. Domovoy. It was while we were here in Domovoy once as well.
He also appeared in the side game. He also... Then again, you do also happen to have something of extreme value that would be a little difficult to lay my hands upon otherwise. Nice powder you got there, Squirrely.
Oh, yeah, he does have that.
When you remind the player they have what equates to a MacGuffin item.
I've got a lot of stuff in his inventory.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot of junk in my inventory.
Would you like to relieve your inventory of some stuff? Greaves takes all things. At least here.
At least so long as they're useful.
Well, I suppose, even though he has it, I don't think Squirrel's going to be using... What... Did I figure out what was the special thing about Demir's dagger?
Yes. Technically, it had a minor blessing on it to give it additional piercing power. Which is why it could slide through armor very easily.
Right. Which technically Squirrel has on his tail axe.
He does.
He kind of likes his current weapons, so I think he'll be putting that up for trade.
Oh. Ooh. Look at here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'll give you a fair price for this. Would you trade them for these? As he's going to pull out, let's see. What gear does Squirrel already have?
So right now he has a Scarf of Mobility, giving speed +2, a power band for physical damage +1, and his pauldron, Greaves upgraded it for physical integrity +1 before.
Okay. I will take 2 of your accessories, maybe 3 if you can roll a persuasion check, and bump them up to +2 for you. How's that sound?
I mean, one of them's already a +2.
The other 2 then. The other. You could also try and haggle for a +3.
I think I'll go with that. His persuasion's not great, but hopefully the rest of the
Well, don't worry.
stats will make up for it.
You have a chomper beside you.
That's provided Chomper's in a state of mind to assist, but yes, I would welcome it.
Persuasion is the nice conversation social skill.
Chomper is like available. It's just do you ask Chomper for help or talk to Chomper at all?
Ask him to sell it. Ask him to sell.
Ask who to sell what?
He said ask him to sell it. But yeah, Chomper's always available to help Squirrel and interact with Squirrel. Use that to ask him.
Chomper, you're better at talking to people. Mind helping get this a good price?
Ah. Chomper nods, kind of snapping out of a daze as they walk up. What are we checking on?
I want to get my pauldron upgraded, as well as these this power band thing.
Pauldron and the power band. Okay. And Chomper goes up to Greaves. Okay. Well, you've been friends with Squirrel before, right? You've done business and it's been good?
Yes, it's been very good. Sometimes I've been insulted, and sometimes they don't take my deal. Such as when Pyro was, needing a Pechaberry, and I had one at a premium price. Because of location availability and demand. They didn't take it then, but I tried regardless.
Chomper nods, tapping their foot in a rhythm, as they seem to be kind of focusing in on this to give them distraction. That sounds like you have a person here that you wouldn't want to lose as a very valuable customer who's pretty, unique. You should, maybe think about keeping him around more. Maybe something to sweeten the deal?
Well, I do like being around, yes. I've not had problems with Squirrel in particular, which is why I was offering the tab, for my special customers. You're chatting him up. If you'd like to roll persuasion, you would get whatever bonus Squirrel might be able to provide with an additional 2 dice.
Oh, good. I'm glad you decided to cave, because I was about to get a little spicy with Chomper if you didn't say it was working yet. AKA, I could have been pulling the arm about the headset a little bit. But, we're good. There you go. Chomper has helped with negotiations.
I think he's saying that you roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Empathy would be an acceptable thing for this one, and I think you're just let's call it more sociable than Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel can add 2 dots, though, for persuasion.
And 12, 2 dots for persuasion. On top of my persuasion. 14.
All right, let's roll some bones.
Throw some bones. Please don't be doing what you've been doing, Bones. That'd be really rude. Really rude indeed. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I gotta find my codec thing. Oh, there it goes, right here. Dice rolls. Nope, not that. The player notes and my dice. There we go, Chomper dice. There's my notes that have the code for the dice rolls. All right. Here we go. Boop. Oh, thank goodness. Yay, that's way better.
Oh wow.
Chomper has dealt with bartering in the past, possibly as a thief. Who knows?
You know how to upsell things, and not a single one too. Very good, very good. He listens to your impassioned speech and considers. Well, I guess it is a blessed knife. Okay. Okay. So, which one do you want at a +3?
I'm gonna go with the
Chomper looks
pauldron.
All right. As he will reach down to accept the items.
Squirrel will, of course, hand over.
He will take them into a bag, and it sounds like a train track is running through the next. It sounds like a train track is operating behind there, complete with the rumblings.
Trains. I like trains.
Don't. You said the T word. You can't say the T word. Spell it out.
No.
It's just like saying treat, except trains. Oh shoot. T-R-A-I.
Go to water.
I just think of I like trains.
Oh yeah, the train just runs in. T-R-A-I.
And he comes back, the pauldron looking particularly polished. And here you go. As he will hand the items back, the pauldron, both of them upgraded, and the pauldron now +3 physical integrity resistance. And he is and he now has the knife. Very nice, very nice. You know, you'd think of the two, it would be the dark type that's just objectively the worst one, but just goes to show how rotten some people can be.
Who is he even looking at with that comment?
What is he even talking about with that comment?
Worst one about what?
Well, remember, Demir was a follower of Cresselia,
Ah, okay.
and Darkrai, her counterpart, was not the one that was attacking Kaza.
Oh,
Yeah, so he was
okay.
commenting on the state of the gods.
I thought he was saying that Squirrel was the rotten one as opposed
Yeah, I
to
was
Vane,
about
and I'm
to
like,
say,
what?
like, wait, what?
What an asshole thing to do after a sale. By the way, you suck.
I was like, maybe he's looking over at Zevran because, like, Zevran isn't a good person either, but, like, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, no, he's saying that with the knife in hand as he's examining it.
All right, so we are allowed to have 4 of these, you said?
Yes, you can have equipped up to 4 at a time, or you could have more in your bag and hot swap them. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, otherwise I was thinking, could be beneficial to get Tatsu here some, more evasion for the not so physical stuff, the ethereal.
Ooh. Yes. Evasion works. Evasion's good. Evasion's good for everybody, even. Now, what do we have to barter? Or, as a special offer, you could loan him to me, and I'll return him with no changes whatsoever.
No.
Just an offer.
Just no.
I will definitely not send him on another adventure.
Tatsu just pops into piercing the veil.
Send him on an adventure.
Where he will learn the meaning of love and friendship.
In the middle of a temple of evil.
Well, no,
I mean,
there's only a 2% chance of becoming evil.
He would have he would be a serious boon to the group over there. But no. Well, I don't really want to part with the other stuff that I know you're interested in.
Well, upsell me. You've got a lot of stuff in your bag.
That I do. Question is what he would be willing to part with, aside from Pokey. He does have a lot of Pokey.
Could just pay the man. Our money is literally energy that could be used to enchant or explode things. So, like,
That's why Graves wants it. Every coin is a potential bomb.
Or enchantment.
Yeah, okay, the personality of Greaves is that it is because it can enchant things, not because it's a bomb. Jeez.
To be fair, he can sell it to people
Gimund
as a bomb,
underscore
too.
tipped
Yeah, true.
$25.63. Tradition from the beyond.
Demon, thank you so much for that tip. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed, or third tier completed.
Ah, yes. Utterly marvelous.
Well, I've got a decent amount of Pokey. I guess let's see what we can get for... I need ethereal integrity. And probably evasion. I don't know if I could afford anything more. But those two upgraded as much as I can for Tatsu.
+1 for evasion. And a +1 for for special integrity.
Ethereal.
Let's see. Ah, yes. Ethereal integrity. Together we'll run you 4,000. But if you want both of them at +2, that'll be a nice, comfortable 16,000.
I've got 56,000 to work with. So I guess getting...
Gear is not the most expensive thing in this world. Unless you're trying to aim for +3. In that case, it starts getting pricey.
Yes.
Yeah. But you need +2 to get to +3 anyway, so you can just buy +2. You're not wasting literally any money, which is actually amazing. There's a 0% lossage from upgrading from a worse item to a better one.
Enchantment systems that are actually worth your damn time. Can't imagine that. Can't imagine.
I think I would like... Let's go with accuracy 2 for Tatsu. The bullseye one.
Very well then. That one's a little bit more pricey, but not by too much. +1 is 3,000. +2 is 12,000.
We keep hearing Discord bloops from you, Enja. And power band, sure.
Another 8,000, bringing your total with these two to 20,000 Poke, for +2 in both.
$20,000 for everything? Yeah, I could do that.
Oh no, the first two. Your grand total for all 4 accessories at +2 would be 36,000 Poke.
Chomper puts a hand on Squirrel's thing on there for a moment, steps in.
Squirrel was about to poke Chomper.
That sounds... Well, bit of an overshot. I think you can drop that down by at least 4.
He's
What
going
the-
to lean over the counter and say, "Okay, just for you."
And I mean, you want us to survive to be more entertaining, don't you?
You're right. 38,000.
37.
Rex, it started at 36.
Oh yeah, math. 27.
Almost. That's funny.
Kidding. You went up on that.
Correct. I'm giving you market rates, and then you tried to upsell me there, kiddo.
I guess I could go ahead and take my headset somewhere else, and I guess all of my business somewhere else. You seem a bit steep.
All right. What have you got on offer then? I'm willing to accept some items in lieu of direct cash.
I need to look at my items real quick, but yeah, Chomper
Well-
could
well-
put in something.
He kind of needs his own stuff.
I don't mind helping, but I do want to see a discount, though.
I gave you one earlier. Unless you can answer me one question.
Yes.
What'd that tongue do?
Eats food. Looks at the
Correct
screen.
answer. Pat. Very quickly answered. You passed. I will
Hit
not
tilt.
just the 1,000 off. You're down to 35,000. You have beaten your allegations, Chomper.
Did not know there was allegations to be had, but okay.
Well, it didn't immediately go pressing against a chestnut, now did it?
Ah. Chomper gives Squirrel a thumbs up, but then goes back to being quiet a bit.
Yeah, we'll go with the 35,000 then.
Exchange complete. Tatsu is geared out.
Now I just need the XP to give him a taunt move, and we've got one heck of a tank.
Oh no, he took my role.
Actually, you can't enjoy food.
Who else?
I thought
wants
you were the
things?
healer.
No, that's Gruff.
I know.
You
Puff
also
doesn't
were
have
getting
in-combat
healing.
healing. You're the only one with in-combat healing. He's the medic.
I'm the medic, yeah.
He helps people after the fight is over.
Okay, sorry, that gets confusing
can help
fast,
you
but got
not
you.
get-
Medic, healer, in combat, out of combat, got it.
Stuff can help you not get tired. But, yeah.
He has good recovery effects.
I think it can prevent you getting exhausted quite as fast as well as recovering from getting exhausted. But yeah.
I say tank because I envision as Chomper as more of like a kind of hybridy, pally kind of class in a way, but fair. That makes sense. Continue.
Tatsu is very special built. He's got heavy natural armor, lots of health, lots of integrity and evasion. I built him very particularly for defense. So that way, Squirrel could just rage on them and smash them to bits while they are trying to take out the very tanky golem.
Makes sense.
Good job.
While they were negotiating, Vane was probably just like tidying up things in a notebook in order to send it over. Because he does actually kind of want to see what's going on the other side, just to see if they've found out anything else important.
For Chomper, He kind of breaks face a bit and kind of whispers over to Squirrel in a more kind of pained voice. Sorry, hope I helped. Do you think he's gonna be able to fix my headset?
I think he'll stick to his word, yes.
Trumper nods. Good. I don't know what I'm gonna do without those.
Well, you do have the earbuds. Would you like to try and place them in the correct location?
Yes, Trumper, I guess, kind of has a moment of reminding of the headphones and, tries to put them on as they plop onto the floor. No, puts them on into their location that would be where his ears would be. Maybe they're bone-in headsets. Who knows? That would actually maybe be way better than earbuds, to be honest, and would make more sense.
Oh, well, don't worry, because while this looks like an almost intentionally shitty product, when placed against your ear, something is holding them in place.
AirPod
You didn't
people
expect a
know they
Greaves
don't
item to
fall
be
out.
normal now, did you?
Chomper with the earphones meme of no, they don't fall out. Or AirPods, whatever the fuck. I don't keep up on Apple product names.
Fair.
Squirrel, for his part, is also writing a letter. Though his is relatively short of... Hi, I'm Squirrel from a different timeline. I didn't know you existed over there. What do you do? What's your party? Etc., etc.
Oh boy, so basically an introductory letter.
Well, he has had no contact or anything with them before, so yes.
Understandable. This perspective, other version of you that's completely foreign. Wonder what they get up to. Wonder what you would have been like if you'd never started in this party.
I mean, apparently he would have wound up with the Chomper anyways, so that's a plus.
Yes.
Duh. That's sweet.
Well, we already know how Vade over there turns out. Almost exactly the same, just without the murder.
Which in it of itself is a plus.
Oh,
Depending on whose perspective you're asking. Greaves will take the letter and say that he'll be doing his best to get a reply from you in short order.
Vane will also hand over his... It's like more of just like a cleaned up notebook.
Oh.
But, you know. Vane has so many notebooks. He has legitimately multiple bulk worth of his inventory taken up in notebooks.
Understandable. All right. Now on with you, lest I get discovered. There are eyes around here.
So just to double check, again, you want us to go and find a Yveltal cultist?
I do. Just one will do.
Okay, you know what, guys? You want to stay here while I try and get more information out of him about this, or do you just want to move on?
Or you mean I'm not sure if we can move on? I
No,
think
you could
some of
just.
us have to wait for it. Don't we?
I more meant get out of the shop area.
Oh,
Because I don't know if you just want to be standing around listening to him giving me non or half answers.
I want something to do. Can I help with this? If
Of
not, then I need to
course,
go do something.
it's a team effort. It's for all of you.
Are you going to get in trouble for being in here instead of in the waiting room like you're supposed to be?
It's close by. It shouldn't really be that different.
He's just giving Greaves the look.
Smiles. I am definitely not a troubling individual. I am here to help you.
You know what, considering that, can I just request that you guys get out of here instead, so that way you're not around him?
Oh,
He might
you
be a bad
warned me.
influence.
I'm wounded. How could you do this to me? How could you?
Fine, if it makes you feel better, considering that I'm going to be questioning you, I'll buy something minor from you too.
Okay, we can talk. You can buy my information. You know, expedite this a little bit just for you. Special deal.
Fine, how much would it cost to know what Pokemon they are?
Just the one or per?
You know what? There's multiple, and I might as well try for a clean sweep. Would it cost me to know how many there are?
You're very good with your questions. 300 for that hint.
Fine, I'll pay 300 for a guaranteed list of how many Yveltal cultists are inside of this place right now.
There
When I
are
say this place, I obviously mean, you know, the festival that they've infiltrated and you want us to find.
3 in total.
And I'll hand over 300 bucks.
He'll take it.
How much per to know to know which Pokemon they are?
2,000.
I'm not paying 2,000 just to know what kind of Pokemon they are.
I'd give you the stage to the exact one.
No.
Oh, boo.
How much to know not what Pokemon they are, but in what stage of their evolution each one is? Whether they're
800.
non-evolving, first stage, second stage, all of that stuff.
800 per. Pretty good deal, I'd think.
I'm not paying above 2,000 for the entire group.
So you're only going to be asking about 2 of them.
I want 3 for the price of 2,000.
Oh, you. But I do like a sale. Oh.
You want us to find them anyway.
You are a tricksy one. Oh, twist my arm. Fine. I'll accept. Just this one, though.
So you don't want me buying other things.
You.
Alright, I'm not going to be paying for much more on the actual information front. I'm going to go find something minor to buy from you. I guess everyone else can go do what they want now. If you want to keep making deals with them. I'm going to go peruse this shop.
Well, I mean, Squirrel's ready to go.
Very well, then.
I didn't want to ask what it was like right now, so I just figured you'd like type something in the chat after.
Yes.
Canonically, we have the information. Huzzah.
You have the information.
Vader's going to be just perusing for a little bit. I don't know if anyone else wants to deal with them or stick around or whatever.
If there's nothing going on that's like basically like stuff to do around here that is active, Chomper is going to be ready to go.
You will leave Greaves' presence. And here's your information.
Ooh. Actual important question. Is anyone going to actually, like, stick around while Fane's perusing, or is it just going to be, like, people shuffling out while he just looks for whatever? Also, apparently it's one final stage, one first stage, and one base stage.
Actually, Squirrel's got something he wants to get.
Oh.
But he's gonna wait for Chomper to leave first.
Kaza will also be shuffling out. Zevran will consider buying some gear later.
Chomper leaves, and you're gonna see them going right towards back to the fair, like immediately to the stalls.
This boy needs a distraction.
Their pace is fast. They almost have a pace almost from season 1.
Oh. He steps quickly. He steps.
I did DM you, Inja.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that the sad music from Pokemon Mistron started playing as soon as I Heard that.
I'm sure
Ominous.
it's fine.
I need to do something with Chompers not there. Oh, I DM do something private. Sad music from Pokemon Misty Dungeon starts playing. Squirrel then leaves to another world for another half season.
Goodbye. I must go home now.
Long away, after you.
Wouldn't be the first time. I joke as I'm legit getting mental damage from this idea. You there, did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm distracting the storyteller.
Understandable. Don't worry, I'm also going to be trying to buy something when people aren't around, but I'm just going to talk about it on stream because it's more fun for me if I do that.
So actually, was Chomper allowed to leave the questioning place yet?
He's walking back into the lobby because this was one of the interrogation rooms that Greaves had used for his shop. So they're like close by, but like you can close the door.
All right. Well, after a little bit more talking with Greaves, Squirrel will leave the shop, and he's got a place to go.
Yes. Vane is finally alone.
All right. Vane is just going to go, hey, Greaves, do you have thread and material that works like the Invader stuff, except without the whole trying to drain your life force away?
As a matter of fact, yes, I did manage to get my hands on some of that good stuff.
All right, how much for some thread that I can use to, make some clothes, but once they're actually worn, the properties will activate?
How conditional should it be? I expect exclusively for you?
No, I mean, molding. It works the same way that the Invader stuff does, where the first person to wear it gets to, have it adapt to their body, and then afterwards it just stays like that.
Ah, standard magic thread. I understand.
I'm not sure if you want to also. Do you have something where it would also take effect upon someone evolving, just in case?
Ah, so it stays proportional with you? Yes, I can do
Yes.
that. Of course.
And the mask as well, if possible.
Ah, mask. I see. I could swing that for 8,000 per.
And it'll have all of the functionality that the mask has?
Yes. It will stay sized to you, form-fitting, non-restrictive movement. But the caveat is this will technically count as your armor.
I don't wear armor anyway.
Then there's no problem. Enjoy your identity obfuscation.
Yeah, it's not even for me, but I wanted it
Oh.
anyways. I already have my own set of that. I wanted a
I
backup.
know, but that vitality draining would get annoying eventually.
Well, yeah, but that's not active anymore. They didn't make it very well.
True.
Well, that's also why the enchantment goes inert. Anyways, I wanted to have spares on hand. And Vane'll go ahead and buy that, like, immediately. There goes the last of his murder pokey. He is now a clean, technically.
He has gotten no ill-gotten gains because they're going to Greaves. He has got...
Yep. It's also part of the reason he wanted to buy stuff from him anyway. Was paying stuff. He's just like, I need to get rid of this illicit pokey, technically. Let's just use Greaves for that. So now he's got backup stuff. Cool.
Hooray.
Well, technically he got it cheaper because he wanted the thread and not just, like, you know, a fully made thing.
Yeah.
But he knows how to sew now, so who cares?
Yes, true. Very true.
Anyways, that's Vane finished. I'm now down to 495 pokey total. That was
Hooray.
just within my budget.
Hooray for spending money! Everyone's spending money.
I could finally delete the illicit pokey column if I want to.
Yes.
If you want to.
I could also just keep it around. Quantity 0. Clean pokey 495. Or not 95, 59.
Just in
459.
case.
Just in case. Yeah, there isn't totally people he has in mind now. Nope, no siree, none of that. Thread and a spare mask.
All right. As everyone marches out, there's someone new. Some of you might know him, some of you might not recognize him. You saw him at the meeting.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
He's talking about
Correct.
0.
The
0
meeting
was
with the assassins, rather.
Do you have any idea how little it...
Look,
No,
all I'm gonna say is he's totally talking about 0. 0 was at the Iconin meeting with the assassins and all that.
Yeah, that kind of narrows it down significantly. That meeting is like 0, the guild leader of Dama Boy, maybe Team Arleon.
Geronimo is here.
Oh, Tyranio's here, okay.
No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine if it was Tyranio?
Can you imagine the hurt on his face if it took us that long to recognize him?
We would just make an excuse saying we didn't see any maracas.
Completely understandable. Completely understand. Yeah, I understand. That was my bad. That was mine.
not enough miraculous.
But no, it's 0.
0.
And he's going to say, "Ah, yes, good, you're here. We've come to our conclusions." So it's
Who's
good
he
that
talking to?
so it's good that a lot of you are here.
Oh, he's talking to the group now that the entire group's out.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
So, my verdict. Team Iteration is innocent, save for explicitly one member. Zevran of Team Iteration, you will be suspended from the first round of the tournament for assaulting and aggravating a situation.
What?
After reviewing the situation and collaborating testimonies, you were the one to inflict harm first.
Chomper's like stepping up a bit. That's not fair! He was trying to help me!
Be that as it may, he threw something that he himself found harmful directly into the face and eyes of another Pokemon. They may have been emotionally taxing, nevertheless. However, Team Arleon will be receiving 2 warnings. 1. For organizing a gathering and taking up space that was not intended for such an event, even if only for a brief moment. And 2nd, they also very readily took part in excessive force. As a senior ranking team, they should have known better. While minor, damage was still done. They will be reprimanded for this officially. Thirdly, the team that engaged in the assaults will also be officially reprimanded and given their own penalties. However, it has come to my attention that the guild, despite my efforts, is in quite the messy state. And you are correct. This is not fair. Kalti has handed me quite the organization, and now that I'm in a position to make changes as the new guild master, it's come to my attention that I will need more than just my own of what the guild needs to function. And
You're
for there
starting
not
to break out.
Okay. Where was the last bit you heard cleanly?
You were starting to talk about the guild that was handled to you.
Yes. Kalti has handed me quite the mess of an organization, but now that I am in a position to stop having my suggestions vetoed, I'm coming to understand that I will need more than my own opinion. So here's what's going to happen. I will be making an announcement towards all people in this event. Every winner of every section of every bracket will be able to inform me as clearly the ones capable, most capable of informing me. What does the guild need? What changes does the guild need to have to come together as a more complete and improved organization that doesn't tolerate these actions? Or should these actions in fact be tolerated because they are from a capable individual that will continue to work for the guild? I look forward to hearing the answers at the end of this event.
Chomper looks like he wanted to say something through most of that, but at the last part he kind of is biting his tongue and thinking about that last one.
Kaz is going to ask, so it is a contest then, but you're going to change the guild based on who comes in first place now? I can't promise a change, but I will allow an impassioned speech. So please, by all means, sway me. Tell me, what should the guild do? What should the guild allow? I will listen to you if you have the skill to prove that you are worth talking to on this subject. If you do not come in first, however, I will talk to the team that does. Should you come in first in multiple categories, however, your opinion may hold even greater weight. Are there any questions?
Will the winning teams have to make a single proposal as a group, or will it be based off of individual proposals from each member of the winning group?
That will be up to you. Preferably, it is a unified opinion, but should you come in first place in multiple categories, I will allow for individual proposals from each member. You do not have to be completely unified, but you should at least be very capable of working together to achieve great things, more so than anyone else. Are there any other questions?
Are we done? I want to get to the fight arena.
Of course. You may leave.
Chomper nods and then is running off to that exact location.
The stakes of this season have officially been dropped. Whoever comes in first will be able to tell the guildmaster what the guild needs. You are in a position to ultimately change the guild, potentially, if you come in first. And hopefully, the other team does not come in first. Hopefully in anything.
Okay.
Granted,
Yeah,
I have some assumptions that some of you will want to be requesting more specific things, such as maybe not tolerating potentially illegal or mean activities just because they're competent.
I mean, if Vane wanted to put his mind to it, he'd have like an entire fucking list. But yeah,
A kind
Yeah.
gesture.
Whoop, hello.
Thank you for the tip, Raharu.
Ah, dang it! I miscounted. I was trying to make it even.
unfortunate.
Oh well. Oh well. But you're welcome.
Yeah, Chomper
Yeah.
has a focus in mind, with the backup of course, he has friends that would have a way better worded way of putting things, but he does have one thing in mind already that he'd like to tell him. But he is focusing on winning right now, so he's going right to the fight arena and hyper focusing on that for a bit to basically train.
All right, the sparring ring.
The sparring ring, and not necessarily being
Chomper's
in the
going
sparring
for-
ring, he wants to observe and possibly what's the term? Basically make mock matches in his head.
But he wants to like
Possibly participate.
mentally do matchups and like mental shadow boxing between opponents and all that.
Exactly, shadow boxing. So he's actually doing pre-game fighting game type analyzing of everybody's style and what is actually countering it and winning against it and what their faults are.
Understandable.
Squirrel is heading off to work on the thing I DM'd you about.
Yep. Squirrel is going to be visiting one of the crafting stalls.
Yes. Well, I suppose the tense part is over, so I can switch away from the menacing playlist.
Yes, you may.
At least I hope it's over.
Mine's been playing by accident. I've just been going through the entire Pokemon Mystery Dungeon soundtrack.
Being weirdly menacing and intense, basically out of nowhere. It's inside the waiting rooms, outside the interrogation rooms.
While talking with a
So
demon.
yeah. I believe you already knew that, though.
Well, yeah, we know that.
The demon potentially saying that he'd listen to criminals as long as they came in first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Paz has been absent from all of that. The moment he said that he left after giving the headphones to Bay, he just left the building.
Fair enough. Well, let's see how Paz's investigations have been going. Where would you like to start looking?
Paz is heading back to the location that he was going with Casa before this whole thing interrupted that. What was it again? I believe you mentioned 3 places and I ended up picking one of them, but I don't remember what it was called.
Well, you saw 3 directions in which Zorua tails were vanishing towards.
What were those places?
One was the fighting ring. One was basically behind the food tent that you'd been eating at, the Puff and Puffs, and I believe one was towards the entertainment area, or rather the theater stages.
By the way, on an aside, a bit after he leaves and we get the information about invading purchases, the information, he will go ahead and send over the information of there's 3 Yveltal cultists apparently, and what stages they are. So be on the lookout for dark types of those stages.
Yep.
Which was one in base stage, one is a first level evolution, and the last is fully evolved.
Yep.
First stage, base form, and fully evolved.
Yep.
So like a little bit after he leaves, he'll just get a message from the mental chat room thing from Vane about it, just to keep him updated.
Fair. Also, I guess Paz. I suppose I think I was going to the firing rings last time, so I guess I'll head over there.
Yep. Please roll investigation. Or if you'd like to socialize and try and get some specific information out of other people, roll a relevant social check.
Will that be an etiquette roll?
I'd say I'd allow it.
Okay, I could go for mind charming etiquette. I still have some boost dice. Might as well use them. Look at 5.
Alrighty. You learn that it seems that someone set up some gambling. Though they're a little hard to find, actually. But they seem to have a whole stand, just for a moment at the very least. And they've taken some bets.
Sorry, carry on. Accidentally hit enter.
So that's odd. You didn't really expect there to be gambling in a Unity festival.
Has is going to ask when has it appear?
Oh, just about an hour or two ago.
Where was it set up?
Oh, it was set up right there. And they're going to point at a now suspiciously empty lot with grass that seems flatter than it should. And they're going to tell you that a weekly tough is running it.
A what?
A weekly tough.
Weekly tough. Okay. Has is going to go over there to investigate the place that doesn't have a stall anymore.
It's an empty space. What are you looking for?
Has is going to look. Has is going to look for anybody else that's nearby.
Well, there are some other people that came by and seem confused that the betting stall is gone now. But assume that it will be back, probably in time for some other matches. Maybe they left because none of the matches that were currently going on were being bet on. Very low stakes. People weren't really confident. Not enough information to know which team actually has an advantage despite the odds posted.
By the way, the stalls are wood stalls, right?
Oh, there's all sorts of stalls, but by the tournament, there seem to be more primarily entertainment stalls, and then this suspiciously empty spot where people had said that there was a gambling stall.
How Paz is going to look for somebody that could tell him how the gambling stall looked like. Besides it,
I'll be AFK for a little bit.
Well, they're going to say that there was a whole sign with so many with the known pairings and odds on each and odds for which team would have come out victorious. Some were in fact very surprising. Like some apparently just stood no chance at all, so they had like 1 to 9 odds.
Interesting. How did the stall look like physically?
They're going to describe something that sounds similar to basically horse race betting. A horse race stall.
Do you have an example of how that looks like?
All right, hold on.
Who doesn't like a little bit of gambling? Especially someone in a moving stall. This is the most trustworthy thing I've ever seen, guys.
Definitely so trustworthy.
Anyone feel like placing some bets?
You want some bet? Here's a good reference. This might be okay. But obviously less metal.
Mhm. Okay. Paz is looking at the patch of grass again and just seeing if the part is just a flat square or if there's any sign of it being of it being moved ever so slightly.
Did you already roll an investigation check?
Nope. Let me do that.
Roll that investigation.
Oh, whoops. Whoa.
Oh my. You are locked in. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? There. Not very visible against the grass unless you're looking close. Wheel tracks. This leads the way.
Paz is good.
Trail to follow. You have a trail to follow.
Mm-hmm. Once Paz looks looks at the what should I call it, the wheel tracks. He is going to he is going to be looking. He's going to be looking up and pretend like he's not seeing it while moving towards the direction of where they go.
Curiously enough, right back to the food stalls. As if he'd made just a big loop. As if However, as you're entering a more high traffic area, you might start to lose the track.
Paz is quitting and he's going to follow the track towards whatever the end of it is.
Alrighty then. Now,
Yeah,
where will it end? Let's see.
Should I be making a roll for that? Ah, you're doing that. Okay.
Yeah. You do eventually lose the trail, but it's close to a few other stands. Will you investigate them?
Yes.
And what will you be looking for?
Any stand. I suppose the first thing is I should be looking for is if any of the stands has wheels.
No. But some have a very peculiar bottom.
Peculiar in what sense?
Well, in the fact that they look like they could be moved. Like it could be raised a little bit. For one reason or another. Then again, you'd have to investigate to see for sure what that is.
Hmm. What are the current stands that have that distinction doing at the moment? Before I roll an investigation.
Well, they seem to be selling food at the moment.
Ah.
Except for one. It's not explicitly selling food as it's making a food portrait?
Food portrait, huh?
Yep, taking someone's likeness and seemingly either carving melons, placing berries, arranging nuts until it basically resembled the person making order.
Has is going to look at that stand for a moment and just take a mental note that it exists. Okay, now I'm going to roll an investigation check to check on the stands that could be moved. Ah, damn, so many ones. I only have one more boost dice left. And didn't do anything.
Fair enough.
So. Wait, no. I have another willpower. I'll use it.
A generous bestowal.
Whoa.
Gimund _ tipped $20.11. Razim Squeaky.
You get in here, you.
Much appreciated. He should be back pretty soon. And yeah, get in here. It's human, right?
You donated earlier. Did you not notice?
Yeah, I see.
I didn't actually.
Oh, is he not pop? Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't. You rolled it wrong. You didn't. You took the 1F out of the end. or F1.
Oh, whoops. The heck?
You should probably roll that right.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, at least it's better than my previous roll, a 3.
All right. So, of the stands, you have investigated 4 of them. 2 had a cloth bottom at the border, potentially for stylistic choices, but also to hide that they were basically elevating themselves for potentially larger customers by sitting on bricks. And 2 of them had wheels.
What are the ones that had wheels? What you may call that? Well, they're part of the food stalls, so they're
Yep.
probably serving food. But what kind of food are they serving, and who is operating them?
Right. 1 sells fried cheese curds, and it is operated by a Makuhita. And the second one is it's another fried food stand. However, it seems to be fried berry skewers, and looking at it is a little peculiar because it's operated by another Sobble.
Interesting.
What will you do?
Pass is going to approach the stand that's being handled by the Sobble.
Alrighty. They're going to ask if you'd like one.
Paz is going to nod and ask what kind of berries what kind of berries do you sell with this style?
Oh, common berries for the most part. Chesto, Oran, Pecha, Cherry. Unless you've got some special orders, but those tend to be a little bit more expensive since they're in smaller quantities.
Paz is going to nod. He's just going to order some fried orange berries.
All right. They'll prepare your orange skewer. Flour, egg, breading, and fried. Waiting carefully as they slowly rotate it in the oil before pulling it free, giving it a moment to rest, dry, and cool before handing it over to you.
Paz was serving the way that the Sobble was doing it.
These do seem to be very practiced motions. They could probably handle some decent traffic. And that seems that at some points they used their tails as an extended limb for reaching things that were a bit farther away.
Paz is going to as he observed the subble. And he's going to take one of the skewers and taste one. Num.
It is. Oh, the orange berry actually got softer after it was fried. Oh. Usually they're firmer than this. It's a bit jam-like now. Just a bit, though. Very, very soft, very easy to bite through. Breading is crunchy.
Yeah, this is actually quite nice.
Of course. You have to fry them pretty carefully.
Is this something you do often?
Yeah, I thought it'd sell because I eat this recreationally.
Oh, I see. So you yourself just makes them often. It isn't just for the fair.
They're in smaller supply because I need a lot of oil, and I have to personally make a lot to justify using.
Oh, you're cutting up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it does take a lot of oil and some prep, so usually I do it when I'm either in a very particular mood or other people are asking for them, because it takes a lot of oil, and it feels like a shame if I don't end up making very many and have already used this oil.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for that tip, Gimund. That is the tip goal fully completed.
Paz is going to take another bite and nut. Yeah, that does make sense. So is there? So do you cook other things often?
Yeah, I mean, I have a preference for fried things. I mean, obviously, if this is what my stall ended up being.
Paz is going to nod and give a bit of a chuckle. I prefer salty things personally, but this is pretty decent. I do not dislike it.
You could probably salt it. Salty and sweet pairs up fairly well. I've seen stranger combinations. I mean, obviously it took a lot of effort, but I've seen stranger.
Pat is going to nod. Perhaps I'll taste it out later. I like just tasting the food as it is before doing any modifications.
Fair enough.
Mind if I ask you a question that's not related to food?
Go ahead.
Have you seen a Wigglytuff around by any chance?
No. Makuhita's new though.
Did he arrive not too long?
Yeah, I guess it was space, so I didn't really pay him a lot of mind.
Okay. Paz is going to eat the last of his skewers and give the subble back the whatchamacallit back
The stick.
the stick. Also I'm going to be doing an insight check on the shovel, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
My logic insight.
No.
God damn. My rolls are not good. My rolls are not cooperating maybe today. Oh well.
As DM, I will give you a willpower. Go forth, try it again.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, there it is.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's quite a difference.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to notice something immediately.
Mm-hmm.
His crest is drooping. And he said that for certain he eats berries, but he never said which ones. Purposefully avoiding being specific.
Hmm.
That and one last thing. Yellow eyelids.
Hmm.
That is objectively very funny, not gonna lie.
For all intents and purposes, it's like looking in a mirror.
My man just sitting there is you. Oh, that's a good one. Zora Gaming.
Yep.
Hey, let me sit there and just like look exactly like you and wait for you to notice.
Yep. Selling berries, of all things.
There is one question when it comes to the eyelids. Do they also have spots?
Yes, they do.
Paz is just going to Paz is just going to stare for a moment before he blinks, and he's going to ask. What he's going to ask? Say, how many different berries do you do this with?
Oh, I do
You
this
know,
with all kinds of berries. I have a whole stall for it.
could you name me a few?
Well, like I'd said earlier, Oran, Cherry, Petcha, Chesto, Maybe a rost here and there.
Hmm. How long? How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I've been doing it for a while.
In that case, maybe you could maybe you could tell me even more. You must have gotten. You must know more berries than that if you've been doing this for a while.
Well, if it's one of the rarer berries, then they're more expensive.
Has is going to nod. Do you have any on you? Do you have any of on you right now?
Yeah, obviously. Prepped for the festival. Like citrus. And well, let's see.
Hmm. For somebody that enjoys cooking with berries, you seem to be having a hard time naming them
I'm
or
just trying
or remembering them rather.
I'm just trying to figure out which ones are better. They don't all fry equally after all. I wouldn't recommend frying a lepa berry. For all intents and purposes, it's just too small to be worthwhile.
Oh,
Yeah. However, despite you pressing, there is the smallest, almost involuntary smile at the corners of his lips. You know, as a matter of fact, I don't believe I've charged you yet. Just completely slipped my mind.
oh my! You're actually very correct.
You could pay me in a compliment.
Paz is going to give a bit of a chuckle and say, that is quite easy. You're quite the handsome soul yourself.
Oh, I know. I just like hearing other people say it.
Paz
The
is go-
most impish of grins.
Paz cannot help but give a bit of a smirk. How long do you think you're going to be staying around here?
Oh, I'll be staying for the whole festival. How about you? Do you actually care?
Hmm. Well, yes, I think I like to be seen. I think I like to visit you some more.
Oh, I'll be around. One way or another.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think you'll be going next?
Well, I'll be moving around. There's all sorts of people to engage with. Poke, prod, see what happens.
I see. Hmm. you're going to be sticking your nose in a lot of places. Am I getting that correctly?
You could call it that. I'm just keeping things from getting dull.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, that kind of confirms something that I was thinking.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And what might that be?
Perhaps the confirmation isn't exactly correct, but it definitely gives credence to my suspicions that I shouldn't be trusting that merchant.
He'll shrug.
Hmm.
20 minutes left, FYI.
Yes.
Paz is going to stand up for a moment and look like he's about to leave, but he's also looking to see if there's anybody that's observing him and the other Sobble.
People aren't explicitly looking at their direction. They just assume that you two are flirting or something. If they do catch bits of this conversation.
I should probably get going. Although, there is one more thing that I'd like to ask you before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of anybody that is capable of repairing some broken equipment?
Isn't that golden boy part of you?
Paz is going to Paz is issuing an eyebrow for a moment before he realizes who the other Sobble is referring to.
Yeah.
Yes, he is, but it seems that he's feeling petty at the moment.
Wow, look at him. This is character development, I'd call it.
Perhaps. Either way, he isn't reliable for that particular thing at the moment. So that's the reason I'm asking.
What a shame! What a shame! I didn't think anyone else could be his enemy.
Very much so.
So is he going to answer, or is he just beating around the bush?
He's smiling and not
Okay.
explicitly saying anything.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So you're not gonna answer. So you're not gonna answer my question. Do I have to make a deal with you for that?
I'll take another compliment if you'll have it.
Hmm. You are quite you are quite the crafty and mischievous individual.
I mean, it's a service to the both of us. I love these. But let's see. You wanted me to answer about fixing someone's thing? Or was
Not.
there something else?
No, that specifically. If you know anybody that could do something like that.
All right. Now, I can do it if you can do one thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to leave a few notes in select locations for me. Now, these notes are very important and can't go missing. Do this and I'll fix whatever you want.
As is going to chuckle. How are you going to whatchamacallit? How are you going to be sure that I will be finishing the request to begin with? Are you just going to trust me?
Well, it's a request from the most handsome Sobble to ever exist, so I have a feeling you'll do.
Has is tapping the counter of the stall for a moment. Okay. Do tell me or write down where these locations are at. I will do it as soon as I can.
All right, here you go. He seems to be saying some of these last sentences particularly loudly.
Hey, these are important and can't go missing. There you go. Just in case anyone happens to be listening in and accidentally hears mission critical dialogue.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Hat isn't really responding to when the other shovel is doing that. He is just assuming that this is part of whatever fun he's having.
Yep. All right. Now, I think we'll pivot over to Squirrel. He was going to do something.
Yes.
The crafting roll was pretty good, actually. especially for making a pendant out of the jewelry that you had acquired earlier.
Sweet. And he's gonna get it all finished up, put together, and then he's gonna go look for Chomper. From the sky, because he's kind of tired of the crowds.
Yeah. It's a bit overwhelming.
If you're looking for Chomper, he would be either be going to the fight arena or be watching the fight arena. If it's finished up, he'd be down away from it. Depends on where things are with it.
Yep. Watching the fights, you've identified that there seem to be a few air quotes types that people seem to follow along if they've gotten basically general guild training, it seems like. And that everyone seems to have a sort of focus, a thing that they build around. Like some prefer to be close range, some prefer to be far range. Some prefer to be support, as there are indeed also tag battles where it's like 2-on-2, or at most 3-on-3.
Chomper's watching it with the meticulous kind of watch that he hasn't done in a while. He is literally checking for any time a fighter may make a mistake, which you would call like a misinput of like what they're going to do, and seeing what their faults are. So if they ever do anything where they seem like they have an opening, they ever do something they intend to do and they're failing at it, or just, their general, like you pointed out, their style, whether it's close range or far range or it's any kind of special technique, Chomper's jotting notes down as he's watching.
Well, certainly a ranged attacker, letting a melee fighter get close, it goes downhill very quickly for them, especially if they keep trying to fight in close range regardless.
Indeed. And while watching, he is making notes of what they're...
If the melee fighter has already gotten close, there's virtually no way to actually put a good amount of distance between them again.
He's actually observing what their actual move is to make that distance, and well as making kind of mock battles as he's watching. He's making notes, and he stops every so often just to kind of literally shadow box if he was in the situation what he would do. That being said, that's where Chomper's at, and he would probably not be more, more inclined to be somebody to poke him than to notice somebody coming up from above or anybody around him. He's really hyper focused on this.
Oh, Chomper's getting kidnapped.
Whoa. Grabbed and taken into the air.
Grabbed and taken, provided he doesn't resist, but he probably will, at least until he realizes it's Squirrel. But either way, yeah, Squirrel's taking him not too far, just up to the flying type, the flying tower thing. Away from the crowds.
Well, Chomper would, as they're getting snatched like almost a pterodactyl jumping in and just picking up somebody from the middle of being hyper focused on watching fighting. And I don't know, can I say that Chomper has a good sense of smell by now, right, Digi?
Yes.
Pretty decent. Nearly canine, I don't know. Okay, maybe she's just thinking. Okay, I would say it would take a bit, but Chomper would probably catch Squirrel's scent and calm down. And yeah, while midair, it's like, Squirrel? Hello? This is a surprise! As they're dangling probably several feet in the air. Little crocodile snatched up by Lucario flying dragon type.
Squirrel's...
I guess you're taking what you want.
Yeah, Squirrel's just gonna carry him, not, like I said, not far, just to the little tower. He sets Chomper down and pulls out...
Oh. Real quick, to cover our ass, Chomper yells out to everybody watching, "It's okay, he's my friend! Don't worry about it!" And just fades out in the distance.
Not even distance, it's like right there!
For effect. But yes, there's a bit of a yell of like, "It's okay, he's my friend." So no one just, tries to do something about that. But it's an odd sight just to see randomly. But yeah, proceed, sorry.
So yeah, as I was saying, he's just taking him over to the tower, sets him down, and pulls... What?
Top 2 smiles from behind Squirrel. He knows what this... He can suspect what this is, but like, yay!
No, you said you just made it funnier to me, because like, you took me to a tower now. To the tower.
Yes,
Wow.
now Prince Charming is gonna have to come rescue you.
The dragon is taking me away to the tower now. Alright.
Anyways, he is pulling out a pendant. He melted down the golden pendant that he got before, took some of the Damascus that he has, and kind of inlaid a strip of the gold into it, into the folds of it, and made a new pendant with, steel as a base for it, as opposed to relatively weak gold. But this one has a new gem in it, which he got from Greaves, which will give +1 to both physical and ethereal integrity.
Oh, wow.
This is a rare item. However, Chomper, how do you feel about this?
For the record, the pendant itself is, he kept it relatively small, but he worked to make it into a dragon claw holding the 3 gems in it.
Oh, wow. Chomper's watching Squirrel take out the pendant. How does Squirrel? Is Squirrel just handing the pendant to the Chomper?
Yes.
He's just looking at it like, that's for me? You're giving me that?
He nods. And he also holds out a longer chain, like the one that's already got. In case you get big like I did, so it'll still fit.
You can hear a loud thumping as a little, like a pretty gator tail's thumping back there. And Jumper just kind of staring at it for a moment and happily picks it up and places it around their neck as they continue the thumping. Can I hug you?
Squirrel will nod.
Chomper has no words to say. They just kind of give like a very, very loving hug. As they're just, you might feel a little moisture on wherever their head's at, leaning against probably your your thigh or something since they're so small. But yeah.
Oh no, he's kneeling down, so.
Oh, okay. Well, as you're kneeling down, then your shoulder, as they're giving
Probably his belly at this is still, but you know.
Yeah. They're giving a hug and you're making light, just soft sounds, muffled, mainly happy sounds. And they're just happy as they're giving a hug. You hear a muffled thank you.
figured since your headphones are broken, you can... This will at least help keep you safe until they're fixed.
You can very visibly see a just a blush on the white kind of skull-like part of Chomper's face and muzzle as they nod.
Now,
Keep it safe. Was that?
now I'm going to say, Chomper, this is a very special item to you, yes?
Yes. Squints at the storyteller.
I assumed as much, because Squirrel's Pendant is now accepted as a boon item and will give you +2 teamwork.
Oh.
For the record, it generally doesn't give bonuses to expertises.
If it does say that you are allowed to make it do that, it's just considered very rare for it to do that.
Especially that big of one. Just trying to...
It does go up to a +3.
Yeah. Well, for expertises in particular, though.
Well, yeah.
And you said it gave what now? One more time? Sorry, I'm gonna write that down real quick.
+2 to teamwork, but the initial bonuses, outside of it being a boon item, are +1 to both integrities.
Sorry, I just wanted to write that down. Okay. Well, that's out of character. That's very nice.
Yes.
Also in character, just the thumping continues. Did you go to the crafting place already?
Yeah, that's where I got this from. Or, well, where I made it.
Oh. This Jumper's kind of having a moment to kind of not be hyper-focused on the tournament and the fighting. Is now just so hyper-focused on this now. Back scroll for a moment. Well, you should like take Tatsu to one of those. I bet you'd win. You did a really good job making him.
He helped me with this.
Oh, I need to thank him too. Soon.
He just gestures at Tatsu right there next to him.
Ah! How did you? Wait, you were there the whole time? Jumper blushes bigger. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Tatsu. You do want to go get some food real quick? We haven't eaten in a while.
Squirrel
I'll
shrug.
be happy to chew on things.
Jumper nods and smiles a bit for that moment, forgetting about the broken headset and the and needing to kind of do a bunch of stuff to kind of forget about it. And is gonna just go with them to get some foods. They are rubbing their pendant as they walk, smiling.
And I think we can end it there for now.
There was one thing that I was going to mention as well.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
On his way over to find Chomper, he was already looking for Chomper, but he could have also been looking for the 3 individuals that Greaves wanted us to find for his headset.
Well, you don't know exactly who you're looking for, so you're basically just keeping an eye out for 3 dark types.
Certain evolutionary stages.
Yes.
The details that he was given from Vane.
Yep, which is just that there's a dark type that is a base stage, there's a dark type that's a first level evolution, and there's a dark type that's fully evolved. We know there's exactly 3 Yveltal cultists. We only have to find one, but considering they're Yveltal cultists, we probably want to find all of them. No offense to anyone, but I don't think we should just let Yveltal cultists hang around.
Oh no,
A
definitely
mass
not.
gathering of people.
Definitely not.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I just enjoy the complete differences that we can wind up having between campaigns, though.
Yes.
Just with the legendaries, like, here you've got, you know, Arceus smiting a tree because it wouldn't bend over. Meanwhile, Wild Traditions, Arceus, he won't let you kill somebody, but otherwise he's kind of not there. And I mean, here, Yveltal is very much evil, bad, no, don't mess with him, get rid of his cultists, etc. And Wild Traditions, you got Osmond becoming an Yveltal worshipper.
This version of Yveltal is also canonically insane due to the Dark Spiral, and we know this, so... It's basically a god that went off the fucking rails.
Yeah, but it's just those differences there.
Yeah.
It's fun. I find that fun.
Yeah.
The different ways people will handle, characters like that. But anyways. What's up?
I just said the legendaries.
Yeah, the legendaries. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Lost in Chaos Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing merch over at zgfgaming.store, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us over on YouTube as well as Spotify. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everyone, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.